This is our Earth. This is the boundary of our solar system, and beyond this boundary, here is NASA's Voyager 1 space probe. Well, the same space probe that has been running with the images and sounds of Earthlings in a golden record since the 70s. Now, you know what's weird about this. Recently, NASA has installed a software update in this probe that is so far away from us. But the question is, how? I mean, we Earthlings install a software update in our computers too, and it causes 1760 problems. So, how did NASA do this with such pinpoint accuracy and without any glitch? And on top of that, the storage capacity of Voyager running on the technology of the 70s is so low that it will have to be compressed so much to put this simple photo in it. And then maybe it will be able to be uploaded to its computer. So, in such a way, NASA has installed a software update in this probe. So, how did NASA install a software update in such a small storage space? Also, you might not know this, but Voyager 1's original mission was over in the 1980s, when it sent photos of Jupiter, Saturn, and the moon of Saturn, Titan. Now, the mission was over. All the scientists working on that mission were now 70, 80, 90 years old. But you know what? Those team members didn't have permission to retire even after they were old. They can only retire if they have both Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. So, at least one of the two Voyager probes should retire. So, what is the point of this mission that NASA wants to keep their original Voyager team in their hands for the rest of their lives? Is Voyager sending some information from space to NASA that is top secret for NASA? Well, we will understand this with clarity when we will know what happened to Voyager 1. After 45 years of launch, NASA was forced to update it. Hello and greetings to all. Greetings and friendly wishes to all who may encounter this Voyager and receive this message. Actually, on the 25th of August 2012, after completely studying Jupiter and Saturn, Voyager 1 left the solar system and set foot in interstellar space and started a new journey. Meaning, it started a journey outside the solar system. In this journey, it regularly sent NASA new updates from interstellar space. But, after a few years, in 2022, suddenly, on one day, NASA's computers started to send strange signals from Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 in the form of zeros and ones. Now, NASA's scientists were happy to see these strange signals, because they felt that the information of the entire Earth in the Voyager probes that they have sent as golden records may have been in someone's hands. And they are trying to decode that data and make contact with us. But then, for a whole year, they were trying to decode that data in detail. After a few years of studying, scientists found out that the information they had gathered about this signal was, unfortunately, wrong. And actually, someone else was behind this strange signal. Now wait, let me explain. Look, NASA's Voyager probes have a total of 3 onboard computers. First, Flight Data System, which collects and stores data from all the science instruments on the Voyager. Second is Attitude Articulation Control System, AACS, which is the one that collects and stores data from all the science instruments on the Voyager. And the third one is its main computer, the Computer Command System, CCS, which controls all the systems of the Voyager along with these 2 systems. So, when Voyager is running in the universe, these 3 systems individually collect data from Voyager's sensors and convert it into binary code. Which means, in the form of zeros and ones like this. And finally, when this data is collected, then this binary code is transferred to a TEMU, which is a data transmission device called Telemetry Modulation Unit. Through which, it is sent to the Earth. After which, the old scientists of the Voyager project sitting on the Earth, then together, decode it. Now, what happened recently? That these systems of Voyager have 2 major problems. So guys, before moving forward in the video, due to some mistakes. But before knowing exactly what that mistake was, I want to share one such mistake with you, which has happened to me. But I don't want you to repeat it. Many of you know me only as a creator. I come in the business channels. But along with this, I am also a startup founder. Initially, at the business management level, we were doing all the work manually. But later we came to know that many enterprise resource planning, i.e. ERP software is available, which can automate our business and save us a lot of time and effort. And you don't make the same mistake. That's why you can use Udo. This is the only platform that you will need to manage your entire business. Udo is an open-source ERP platform, which is your e-commerce CRM, sales accounting, inventory management. You can manage all the manufacturing and other things at the same place. And the most unique thing about Udo is that the first app is always free for you. And for all the apps, unlimited hosting and support is also completely free. And you can use all the apps of Udo with just a single fee. Plus, all the plans of Udo are very affordable and easy to use. I am using it and you can join Udo's 12 million happy users. So if you want to start your new business or want to grow your current business, then definitely check out Udo. Link is in the description. And now let's continue with our video. The first problem was that out of these 3 onboard computers, the Axe, that is the computer that shows the direction to Voyager 1, got damaged. So it was not able to communicate properly with TMU. And because of this incorrect communication, NASA's system continuously started getting random signals of zeros and ones. And the second problem was that Voyager's communication antennas were slowly getting thrusters that pointed towards the Earth. And the third problem was that the power of these antennas was getting damaged. Actually, in Voyager, fuel is ignited from such small fuel pipes and goes to thrusters. But the problem with this is that after every firing of thrusters, the fuel that does not burn starts to accumulate in those pipes. And now, as we all know, Voyager 1 was launched in 1977. And since then, that is, for almost 46 years, its thrusters have been continuously firing. And because of this, so much garbage has accumulated in these pipes that its thrusters had almost reached the point of failure. And now, if these thrusters had stopped working completely, then NASA could not have pointed Voyager's antennas towards the Earth. And this was a huge setback for it. Basically, mission objectives could not be met. Now friends, you must have noticed recently, in our most recent videos, we are putting a deep message, which you can practically use in your life. And you can empower your life. Because let's be honest, if you do not use the practical use of science knowledge to make your life better, then what is the point? What is there in life other than growth? Growth is life and life is growth. So, the thing to be aware of here is that in this entire mission, even after NASA scientists' firm planning, there were many such problems that were suddenly and unplanned. And no one was prepared for this. And NASA scientists had to find solutions to these problems in real time. Such creative solutions that they had never thought about before. That too in the time crunch. Well, you know what? This is exactly what happens in our life too. We study in schools on syllabus. But in life's exams, we always get questions out of syllabus. And that is why even today, many people are unemployed even with academic degrees. And many people are super successful even without taking their degrees. Do you know what is common in all these people? And do you know why most people fail in today's world? Why do they get stuck in life's obstacles? And they are unable to find creative solutions to solve their problems? Then, whether it is about career, fitness, relationship, mental health, etc. Because they are trained from childhood, from school, from society's conditioning, just to think in one direction. To think inside the box or inside the book. The mindset that does not bring unique and effective ideas to solve problems. Does not bring creative solutions. This is a big trap. And we have to escape from this in any case. Creative problem solving has become the biggest skill of life today, on which your success and happiness are both based. And the only way to become an expert in this is to increase the range of your knowledge. Which message our society does not give us, unfortunately. We have been told to do specialization, not generalization. Don't be a jack of all trades and master of none. But if you look at all the successful people in history, who have done anything out of the world, you have been experts in multiple fields. Polymaths. In fact, this is the quality of the CEOs of the top 5 companies and 80% of the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. These people run the world and stay one step ahead of everyone. The fact here is, friends, that creativity comes from your generalized knowledge in different domains. The more knowledge or experience of the domains, the more your problem-solving ability. Because the more new and unique ideas, thoughts, and fundamental connections you will be able to create, which is fundamentally called creative thinking. It's just being able to connect things. And for connection, the range of knowledge, ideas, and perspectives should be increased. So, I have only one message for you. If you are from a science background, get some interest in business and economics. Read a little management. Lead a team in a project or assignment. Learn psychology. And for connection, learn a little about the laws of physics. Learn a little about design and art. Learn about human history. And you can start off by reading non-fiction books, watching interesting videos or documentaries. Or typing questions on Google, like you can do with easy steps. Just like in a business, partners with complementary skills keep the company one step ahead of competition. Similarly, in life, having knowledge of complementary subjects will make you one step ahead of the unique competition and valuable. Because frankly speaking, in today's world of Insta Reels, no one is even paying attention to this. And the biggest thing is, we are all here to learn something new. We will be happy. Because more than growth, more than satisfying our curiosity, I personally have not experienced happiness in any work. And I think not even those super successful people who are working for 10 hours in the age of 70-80. So let's all aspire to ask more questions, learn more about our world, and aim to reach our true human potential. Having said that, now let's see how NASA finally dealt with these problems in the style of their creative and unique ideas. Now, if you trace these three in the center of the Earth, you will see that these three locations are also based at a 120-degree angle from each other. In this way, due to the rotation of the Earth, when any satellite is set in Australia, it will be rising in Spain. And when it is set in Spain, it will be rising in the US. That is, NASA can communicate with its spacecraft every second despite the rotation of the Earth. And that is why the Deep Space Network was NASA's ideal choice to send Voyager software updates while sitting on the Earth. Now, we got the solution to one question. But now the next question was in front of them. How will we install this update in such a small storage? Because, as I said earlier, Voyager 1 has such a small storage capacity that we cannot even sell a high-quality image in it. So, after thinking a little about it, NASA got a solution. Which was as simple as it was difficult to listen to. They had to write a code that would solve the problems of both computers and thrusters with a small space. And, very unbelievably, such a code was written. And the idea to make such a code came to them from a computer keyboard. Yes! Actually, just like repeated tasks on the PC, like shortcut keys for cut and paste. They also wrote repeated tasks of Voyager in their code. Such as thrusters firing, taking pictures, sending back data, pointing spacecraft to Earth. They wrote shortcuts for these. And then, these shortcuts were written in the language of the systems on Voyager 1, which is designed to understand. That is, in the assembly language. They made the code small. Basically, the assembly language is a hardware-based language, which directly controls the hardware on Voyager 1. Whereas, all the languages today are software-based. And this is the reason why NASA still wants to keep its old employees under control. Because, let's say, if instead of these researchers, it hires another software developer. Then it will have to start from zero to understand this hardware language. Before writing the code, it will have to understand which hardware is in that Voyager. How many components are there on it? What does it do? And how is it connected to whom? And that's why NASA designed that code with the help of its own researchers. Now, after the code was ready, it was time to send it to Voyager 1. But before that, they had one final question left in front of them. Does this short code they wrote work or not? Well, to verify this, NASA came up with an idea that would kill two birds with one stone. Before sending the same update to Voyager 1, they installed the same update in Voyager 2. Because it had two advantages. First, Voyager 2 is able to properly communicate with NASA. And it is also closer to us than Voyager 1. And so, if we had updated it before, we would have got the results comparatively faster. And secondly, if the update was done correctly, Voyager 2 would have been able to avoid the problems that happened to Voyager 1 in the future. Keeping this in mind, on the 28th of October 2023, NASA sent a message to Voyager 1 that they had successfully installed the update on Voyager 2. And after it had successfully been installed and run, NASA sent the same update signal to Voyager 1 from the same Deep Space Network. And finally, after a journey of about 22 hours, that update signal reached Voyager 1. Is stored in its plated wire memory. Basically, what happens is that the wires and metal plates align with each other in such a way that at the point where these plates and wires intersect, a bit, i.e. 0 or 1, is stored at that point. Now, as the current passes through these wires, a magnetic field is generated there. If the current goes from right to left in the plate, then the magnetic field rotates clockwise like this, and 0 is stored there. And if the current direction is from left to right, then the magnetic field rotates in such an anti-clockwise direction, and 1 is stored there. Meaning, you can see that which bit is stored depends completely on the direction of the current. And this update of NASA changed the direction of this current, because of which the magnetic field direction changed, and the bit flipped, and then a new update was installed in it. As soon as it was installed, the shortcut keys written in it put the task of thrusters firing, taking pictures, and sending back data into automation. And thrusters started firing in the same direction. And this is how, even while sitting on Earth, NASA installed a big update in Voyager 1. But, maybe you don't know, but NASA didn't update Voyager for the first time. Even before this, NASA has updated Voyager in this way, according to the requirements of time. In the 1990s, when Voyager reached Neptune, the light of the Sun was 900 times less than that of the Earth. And so, to take pictures of Neptune, NASA had to reprogram Voyager's cameras. In the next update, after crossing Neptune of Voyager, NASA shut down its cameras. Because, after Neptune, as such, it was going into the darkness of space, where there was no use of cameras. And its final update came in 1995, which would restart it when the components failed. This update saved Voyager 1 from failing in 2014, 20 years after its installation. Now, the same thing about sending images from interstellar space. So, as I said, NASA had shut down its cameras in the 1990s. But, who knows, maybe in the next update, NASA will turn it on too. And why not? They have a strong reason to do so. The golden record was sent along with Voyager. In fact, NASA has sent 116 images like Taj Mahal, a road in Pakistan, a hut, our DNA, and similar 116 images to other intelligent civilizations. Now, even though these images look random, but its creator, astrophysicist Carl Sagan, says that there is a secret message hidden in these images for aliens. So, if you want to know what is in that message, and how aliens from other civilizations can decode this message, I have already made a detailed video on it. You can click here to watch it. It's a very interesting concept. You will enjoy it. Alright friends, before you leave, don't forget to check out Euro. It's a business management software that meets all the needs of any company. And you will get the first app for free. Link is in the description. See you very soon in the next video, friends. Till then, as always, stay curious and keep learning. Jai Hind.